things that we take for granted, simple little things that I would take for granted, like being able to sit down with my grandchildren and read a book to them, is something that grandparents in South Sudan would largely be unable to do because they would mostly be unable to read or to write. Most children in South Sudan won't have the privilege of being able to go to school at all, but those that do get to go to school, it will often mean sitting in the open air underneath a tree, whether it's the rainy season or the dry season. So sitting in the hot sun or sitting in the rain, and being taught without access to paper or books or pens by someone who is doing their best but who hasn't probably a completed primary school education themselves. If you were a teacher in South Sudan, your salary would be £11 every month, and you would have very little, if any, resources. That's what school will look like for children in the Diocese of Maridi and across South Sudan.
Many children have not held a book, they have not held a class. South Sudan has very high rate of illiteracy in the world. 75% of children do not have opportunity to go to school because of war, because of no school, because there is school and even no teachers.
We were astonished when we arrived at Mamenzi Primary School in South Sudan, where we met James, a teacher who was trying to teach more than 350 children under the trees when he hadn't had a single day of teacher training, when he had no qualifications other than completing primary school. He didn't even know how to control the children, never mind teach them. We were able to support James through 2 years teacher training, where he was able to learn the skills and the abilities in how to lead the children well. Today he is headmaster of Mamenzi Primary School, and the school is doing extremely well, and the children are not just passing exams, but they are thriving.
Statistics can really impact you and me, but actually we need to remember that every statistic is actually an individual person. One of the statistics I've become aware of is that a girl in South Sudan is more likely to die of childbirth than she is to receive a proper formal education. That's just wrong. We all know that a teacher's impact upon a child is very, very significant. And as probably as I'm saying this, some of you are thinking about a teacher who had an impact upon you in terms of your development as a child and as a young person. £116 a year is enough for Fields of Life to be able to train and equip 4 teachers. And there's a real opportunity for us here to enable our schools and individuals and churches to partner with the work of Fields of Life to ensure that more teachers are recruited and trained, to ensure that schools are given the resources that they need, basic resources like pens and pencils and paper and textbooks, so that the work of education can move up not just one gear but several gears in South Sudan. Today, you and I and those around us that we can influence as well have the opportunity to contribute to the education of children and to the total transformation of those children's lives. I have been reminded of the words of the prophet Isaiah in chapter 58, where he said, "Your healing shall spring up speedily." So friends, today let's help children in South Sudan to be able to say, "I am educated."